did her thing, okay? And so in today's video, we're going to talk about navigating our seasons of change and looking at Ruth as she goes through that same journey. Hey, it's Jasmine here. So today's video is to inspire and encourage you all, as well as take away some applicable lessons that Ruth shows us in her story. To me, she is an image of grace and strength, as well as really just being wise and moving quickly. So let's get right into today's video. I personally resonate with the tips that I'm going to be sharing today because if you look at some of my earlier videos, there's one where I talk about the great revamp. And so that was just the start of my own year of transition. And so as that's narrowing down, or as that's coming to an end, I'm able to see myself in a lot of these tips here, as well as in Ruth. So with that, we're gonna get started. Number one, be a hard worker. Our hard work is not limited to just the type of work that we are passionate about, that really encourages us and gives us that, motivation to get up and do it every single day. In some of our seasons, that is not the type of work we will be doing. In humbling seasons, we must be deliberate in how hard we are working. Ruth 2:7 says, "Please let me glean and gather among the sheaves behind the harvesters." And so she is pleading to do work out in the field. So she's out in the elements, and then she's not able to pick the best from this crop. She is literally getting these scraps that has already been picked over. And so in a humbling season, you may end up doing a type of work that you may feel is a little beneath you, or it's really just getting the last little breadcrumbs on the table. In psychology, this term is called grit. It is your ability to be passionate and persevere for a long time in order to reach long-term and meaningful goal. And so hard work is hard work regardless of where you are working. And so like Ruth, the work must be done. You have to get the ends to meet. So all in all, maintain strong work ethic in difficult times. All right, point 2, be good to those who have been good to you. That encourages us to value gratitude and reciprocity. Ruth worked hard for over a year out in the field, not only for herself, but she shared that with her stepmother, Naomi. And just to go back a little bit, when Ruth went out into the field, Boaz did not know her and did not know where this woman was and why she was in his field working. And so he was able to choose to give grace to her and allow her to be out in the field. So much so that he instructed the other harvesters to leave her alone, to bring no harm to her, and to let her work out in the field and gather. And so she repaid him by being deliberate and showing up to work every day. She was out in the field for a year. That was in every season. So she was out there, as we would say, doing the seed, time, sow, harvest. She did her time, okay? And she did it graciously. It never mentions her having an attitude, when she was very loving, very respectful, and even earned the respect of the other people who were out in the field working too. You can reference Ruth 2:12. All right, point 3, listen to wise counsel. Guidance provided by a mentor that is sound should aid in your development and your journey. What they give you is going to be timely. Naomi, Ruth's stepmother, knew that this season was ending and told Ruth it is time to seek a permanent residence and to seek it from Boaz. Ruth 3:1, "My daughter, it's time that I found a permanent home for you so that you will be provided for." It does not mention if Naomi caught wind of another woman out in the field who also was seeking Boaz as her potential husband and provider. But either way, Ruth moved when it was her time. And so that calls for us, when we hear instruction, it is a sign to take action. Point 4, look the part. Present yourself well, especially during seasons of transition. And so at times that can be hard, especially if this season has been long and really tough. It's like, why do I want to get dressed up? Why do I want to care about things? I'm not even leaving the house. But just that little bit of extra effort does improve your own self-esteem and your self-respect. And of course, boost your confidence, especially when you look your best. So not just, getting ready for the day so you're not in your pajamas all day, but like doing the hair, the makeup, putting on your jewelry, dressing in a nice outfit. It really helps you to feel good from the inside out. Well, helps you feel good from the outside in. In Ruth 3:3, Naomi instructs Ruth to wash, put on perfume, okay, smell good, and get dressed in your best clothes. When we're in our best light and other people see us look and feel our best, or at least try to look and feel our best, dressing well does positively influence others' perception of us. Is part of the instruction that she's giving Ruth before she presents herself to Boaz. So that way she, finds favor in his sight. And before we get into point number 5, if you have not already liked this video, I'm sure you have found something that resonates with you and can apply to your current season. Go ahead and like the video, and then be sure to subscribe. I post every Tuesday a new video on being brave, being confident, being joyful, because you belong. So anything that helps you with your mind, your body, your soul, and really being your radiant, most authentic self, as well as some Bible studies or videos that are inspired by a particular book or scripture that I am meditating on. And I want to share that with you. And with that, point number 5, have faith, it will work out. Remain patient and trust the process, even when the outcome is uncertain. After Ruth is found at the foot of Boaz's bed, they have a conversation, and he tells her that he will seek the man whose rightful duty is to marry her. And once he goes out on the search for this guy, Ruth is patient. She doesn't know if, she was seeking Boaz and is now going to be married off to some other guy that she has never even met. The power of faith kept her, and our faith will keep us. So be encouraged, be patient, and know that as the final snow melts in your transition season, it is going to work. And our final point, number 6, recognize your greater purpose. Every season has a purpose and contributes to a larger plan. Ruth 4:7, the women living there said, Naomi has a son, and they named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse, the father of David. Her story is significant in that she is the matriarch that ends up birthing the line that produces King David, which ultimately produces and births Jesus. And so know that even in tough seasons of change and transition, it has a point. You are here for a reason, and this season is meant for something greater. And so keep holding on, be inspired by these 6 points. And so I encourage you to read the book of Ruth. It is a short read, and so if you're just looking for something entertaining that's also like biblical that you can reference, that is a good book to read. And just know that all in all, let your inner light shine even in the tough seasons so you can be found by the right people. Have an attitude of gratitude and, bring forth that reciprocity. And so with that, until next time, be brave, be confident, be joyful. You belong. Bye-bye.